Are the Vancouver Canucks on the verge of a monumental shift? Rumors are swirling around a potential blockbuster that could shake up the entire NHL landscape. Imagine a scenario where a dynamic star player, who can light up the scoreboard, could be heading to the West Coast. What does this mean for the Canucks' future? Could we finally see a true offensive powerhouse emerge? Stick around, because this could be the game changer we've been waiting for. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to keep yourself in the loop on all things Vancouver Canucks. The buzz around the Vancouver Canucks and the New York Islanders is heating up, and it centers on none other than Elias Pettersson. Can you imagine Pettersson in an Islanders jersey? It's a thought that has crossed the minds of many, and reports suggest that the Islanders are among a growing list of teams interested in acquiring our star center. But could this actually lead to a blockbuster trade? The talk of a potential trade proposal has surfaced, and it seems to involve Noah Dobson heading to Vancouver in exchange for Pettersson. Now, I want to be clear here. There haven't been any official reports indicating that the Islanders are ready to part ways with Dobson, but if it means bringing in a player of Pettersson's caliber, the discussion becomes a lot more intriguing. The Islanders have long been known for their strong defensive play, but they've struggled to find consistent scoring. Pettersson has proven he can deliver, having topped 100 points in a season before. Moving Dobson, a young and talented defenseman, could be a tough pill to swallow, but it might just be what the team needs to fix those nagging scoring issues. From the Canucks' perspective, pulling off this trade could mean a reunion between Pettersson and Bo Horvat, a combination that could reignite some serious offensive firepower. Just think of the potential line combinations. Pettersson on a line with Horvat and either Kyle Palmieri or Anthony Duclair could be a game-changer. Pettersson thrived in the past when surrounded by the right players, and what better way to get him back to that form than with a familiar face like Horvat? The last season we saw Pettersson hit 102 points, and it feels like he's on the verge of doing something spectacular again, maybe even a career year. Now, as for Noah Dobson, joining the Canucks would mean he slots into a defensive core that already boasts a superstar in Quinn Hughes. Can you imagine the synergy between Dobson and Hughes? A right-handed shot paired with a left-handed shot has the potential to create a dynamic duo that could rival some of the best in the league. This pairing could elevate the Canucks' defense to new heights, and it would push other players like Filip Hronek down the depth chart, creating a more balanced defensive lineup. Plus, it opens up the possibility of moving Vincent Descharnais in a separate deal, which could add even more depth to the Canucks roster. If this trade goes down, we're talking about the biggest deal since the Matthew Tkachuk blockbuster in 2022. It would send shockwaves through the league and could redefine both franchises. But let's take a moment to consider the implications. We know Pettersson is a franchise player, and watching him leave would be gut-wrenching. Yet, if the Canucks truly believe that Dobson could be a key piece to their future, it's a risk worth weighing. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. We all know how special Pettersson is to this team and to us as fans. He's not just a player, he's the face of the franchise and a key to our hopes for the future. But the potential return in this trade could bolster our defensive core significantly and help us compete in the long run. It's a tough call, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. The latest buzz in the hockey world is centered around the Boston Bruins, who are rumored to be eyeing a blockbuster trade with the Vancouver Canucks, specifically targeting Elias Pettersson. This situation has me feeling a whirlwind of emotions. As a passionate fan of the Canucks, Pettersson is not just a player, he's a cornerstone of our franchise and a beacon of hope for our fans. So the thought of him potentially leaving Vancouver is both thrilling and terrifying. Now, Andrew Raycroft's insights on the Bruins' current state raise a lot of questions. Are the Bruins really in a position to make a significant move? And if they are looking at Pettersson, what does that say about their confidence in their current roster? It seems like a high-stakes game of chess, and for us Canucks fans, the pieces involved are crucial to our future. Pettersson has shown time and again that he can light up the ice, not just with his scoring ability, but with his vision and playmaking skills. Losing him would not only impact our lineup, but also shift the entire landscape of the team's future. The idea of trading him could be one of those necessary evils in hockey, where every fan has to grapple with the reality of business decisions in sports. But let's be real here. Do we really want to trade away our best player? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, the return could potentially bolster our roster and add depth we desperately need. We've seen how crucial depth is in the playoffs. On the other hand, Trading away a star like Pettersson could leave a gaping hole in our lineup that may take years to fill. And what about the fans? We've invested so much hope and passion into Pettersson's journey. He's become a symbol of what this team can achieve. Would trading him send a message of rebuilding or just desperation? The emotions involved are palpable. I know I'm not alone in feeling a mix of anxiety and excitement at the thought of such a major trade. Now, let's talk strategy. If the Canucks were to consider moving Pettersson, they need to ensure they get a return that reflects his value. It's not just about quantity, but quality. We need players who can step in and make an immediate impact, as well as future assets that align with our timeline. The management team must walk a fine line here. They have to be shrewd and calculated, weighing the immediate benefits against long-term repercussions. The other side of this speculation involves how the Bruins view their own roster. If they're willing to part with significant assets to bring in Pettersson, it signifies a belief that they are in win-now mode. That's a dangerous game to play, especially in a league that's constantly evolving. For us Canucks fans, the question remains: are we prepared to let go of a franchise talent in hopes of rebuilding? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you believe this is the right path for the Canucks? Or do you think keeping Pettersson should be a non-negotiable priority? The debate is open, and I'm eager to see how everyone feels about this potential trade. One thing is for sure, the Canucks management has a tough decision ahead. Their actions in the coming days could define the franchise for years to come. It's a double-edged sword, and every fan is holding their breath, hoping for the best outcome. As we dive deeper into this trade talk, don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. If you're passionate about the Canucks and want to stay in the loop, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your voice matters in this community, and together, we can navigate these tumultuous waters. Stay tuned, because as the situation unfolds, we'll be right here dissecting every move.